Hey, hey, it is August the 1st. Can you believe how far this year has already gone? Wanted to first get in here and say happy August 1st, and have you got your goals for the month set? A lot of people don't do that, and that's something that makes the month kind of fly by the seat of your pants if you don't have anything that you're particularly looking for. If this is the first time you've ever joined this live, my name is Angela Brooks, and you can learn more about me from angelabrook.com. I started this group in 2010, back in April, so it has been ongoing for a long time. And if you're still here and hearing my voice, thank you for being in here in the group. But back to August the 1st, I wanted to talk about, of course, I've got some notes that I went over with a few of my team members, and I wanted to share them here with you because I'm sure that you could probably use them as well. I have encouraged a few of my top leaders to do a 5-day video challenge. And it doesn't matter if it's this kind of video or short video from Instagram or Facebook or wherever short stories are. YouTube even has shorts. They're called shorts now, which is pretty cool. So that leads people back to your page. Short video is just in, and that's where people are getting to know you and learn who you are, and that way you're getting out there more. If people cannot find you, if they don't know who you are, they can't hear your voice or see your content, then they don't think about you, and that's just a fact. Most people will come into business and they're going, I want to make checks with commas, but in order to make a check with a comma in it, then you have to do comma-like work in order to get that to happen. And my personal goal is to have an MBA in this business. That's a massive business account, bank account, business account. And I always set my personal goals to what I know is reachable for me in a 30-day period. And a lot of people think, oh, I can't reach the particular goal that you're doing because I just can't do it. Well, the only reason that I do reach those kind of goals is because I have more conversations than you do. And I have more content out on the wild, wild web. I've got a blog, lots of free content, lots and lots of free content. Actually, the VA, hey Christy, the VA that works with me, she was commenting that I needed more things for people to purchase because I have so much free stuff. I've got my blog, I've got the podcast, I've got Facebook, I'm super active on, LinkedIn, Instagram. And if you don't have a lot of content out there, people can't find you, so they're not going to know who you are. This weekend I was in Nashville, Tennessee. Actually, I was in Franklin, Tennessee, which is right outside of Nashville. And you walk into a room of 220 people, and instantly you've got people who come to you because they know you from Facebook. A lady that I have not seen in probably 5, maybe 6 years that I met at an event, she came straight to me. We're dog people, so we had dog conversation. But she was also a big leader in her company, and she and I connected way back. But the reason we stayed connected was because of how much content is out on social media that people can find me. You can Google my name and find me for days on Google, which is pretty cool. But I've also done that over a period of time. It's not something that happens instantly. It's over a period of time. So number one thing for you is you need to do this on your own as a 5-day challenge for yourself. You know, like get you a notebook and just make you make a chart for yourself and check it off when you get done. Is to do 5 days in a row of Instagram. I like to do Instagram, and then I can download that video is saved directly to my phone, and I can upload it to YouTube or to TikTok or to wherever. I'm not a huge TikTok fan for a lot of reasons, and those were actually my concerns about TikTok was answered this weekend because there's a young kid he's 23 years old. The kid drives, I'm very impressed with him, drives a 7 Series Mercedes, and he has a 22 Toyota Tundra truck that he's paid cash for. And he rents those vehicles out as part of his business. So the rent, where people come and rent his car, like if you went to the airport and rented a car, He rents out his car on Turo, Turo, I think it is. It's an app, just like an Uber app. And people can rent his car when he's not using it. So he was out of town for the weekend. Instead of them sitting in his driveway doing nothing, he rented both of his vehicles out, and that's cash into his pocket. And that's how he paid for both of his cars. I think he said he paid for his Mercedes in like 90 days. Amazing, amazing. But anyway, I was asking this young kid about TikTok and what he thought about it. And they don't use it because a lot of the back underside of the platform. And I'm like, well, it's always gave me the creeps. So I will upload some stuff there, but mostly it is Instagram to Facebook. And then I will take that and put it over on LinkedIn. So those are my content platforms. But start the beginning of your month with a bang, just like you have the end of the month process. You're going, oh, I've got less than 7 days to the end of the month and I have to reach this goal. If you start that at the beginning of the month, you're not looking at the end of it and dreading that you're going to miss a rank or a goal or a big lump bonus of some kind. Start the beginning of month, August 1st, with a bang and go at it all month long, so that you aren't rushing at the end of it and stressed. I've done that. It's stressful as hell, and I hate it, and I'll never do it again because I've learned my lesson with that. So I come into the month doing things totally different than I used to do. Learned the hard way. Double down on your content. A lot of people going, I don't even know what to post, and it's like, show people your day. Let people see inside of your day. All of it doesn't have to be about your business and product. They want to get to know you as the person. And when they get to know you as the person, then they're more likely to actually become your customer. So double down on your prospecting. Start more conversations than the next person, and you will win just because you had more conversations. Just this morning, I've got 3 conversations added. We have a message group on Facebook. With my upline and I, we put our prospects in a message group. So it's me and her talking to this one person. Then we put them into our group and we ATM them over there. So this person is getting not just from me, but from her. And then we're adding them to a place where they can learn about the product or the business, whatever it is that they're wanting to learn about. We put them in that chat. My goal is to have 5 people in chat every week. Every single week is my minimum that I want people in chat. Once you get people connected and you make them feel like, oh, I can do this because they can now add people into chats with me and her, and then we can help close that customer because maybe she answers questions differently than I would. And so that person's getting all of their questions answered, and we completely eliminate rejection because their questions are completely answered. So double down on your conversations. If you are only having 1 conversation a day, 2 conversations a day, and you think you're going to put 1 or 2 people in a funnel, a funnel is this right here, and you're putting people in. If you put 2 in, you're not going to have 10 that fall out the bottom. It's just not, it doesn't work that way. You can put 10 in and probably have 2 fall out, but you can't just put 2 in and it flip the other way. So the more people that you put in your funnel, the more likelihood that the end of your month is going to look a whole lot different than it did before. The other thing is have courage. It takes courage to work a business because it's comfortable making excuses, and any excuse that you want to use. I don't care if it's, I've got to work late, I've got grandkids, I've got to cook supper, my husband talked to me 14 times today. Whatever it is, any excuse will work. Absolutely any of them. So have courage over comfort. Your courage is what's going to build you a nest egg that you can go and do whatever you want to. And everybody always preaches. This is something that we talked about this weekend at the event. Is so many people preach about making 6 figures. Well, that scares people. Wonder if you had an extra $1,000 a month and you used it wisely. That's another thing that I heard some stories that just made my heart hurt, that these people were making this large amount of money and they didn't invest anything, they didn't save anything, and they just blew it, which a lot of network marketers do. That's very, very common. But it's just, you know, if you had an extra $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, that would flip your financial stance without making six figures a year. Because most people don't live that large or even want to. That was the biggest thing that I have found, that the average person doesn't want the big house, the big cars. They want to be comfortable. They want to be able to do the things that they enjoy doing, just not have to worry about their checkbook. So when I hear people preaching about the six-figure income, I'm like, I know how hard it is to reach that. I've had a six-figure income for the last 12, 13 years, and I know what it has taken to get me there. And so when somebody comes in and they're going, I want to make $10,000 a month, and I'm like, that is the next level. Let's get you to 1,000 first, and then we'll talk about 10. Get people to that first step. Get them a comma check. Once they have a comma check, it flips the switch in their thinking, and they can do more, do and work better, because they can see things differently. So you can make money excuses. You can make money, or you can make excuses. That was from, oh my gosh, what's her name? She's a therapy person. Brene. She said you can make money or you can make excuses, but you can't do both. You can't do both. You can't have an excuse and still have things flowing the way you would like them to do. So I just wanted to jump in here real quick and just talk about being August 1st. Set your goals. What is it you want to reach? Do you want to reach a $500? Do you want to reach $1,000? What is your personal goal, big or small? Doesn't make any difference. Write it down. This is my book. This is where I'm writing everything down. I take a screenshot of my back office so I know what numbers I'm starting with. From the last of this past month, for July 31st, I snapped the picture so I knew what I was dealing with and how I wanted to pass that at the end of this next month. Do a 5-day, 5 days in a row of live video. Get your face out there. Let people see what you're doing. Do a reel. It didn't have to be a live video. It doesn't even have to be more than 5 minutes long. 5 minutes, if you're getting started, seems like forever. Do what makes you comfortable, but do set your goals so that you know what you're working towards. And start the beginning of the month with the end of the month in mind, so that you're not rushing and hustling and pushing for the last 7 days. I know for a fact that that's miserable, and we will not build that way again, period. So I have my business team in a 5-day challenge. And we are going straight from a 5-day on August the 4th. We're going to be going into a different challenge. They rocked it last month. It was amazing. And I think they had more fun than they actually expected to, because they thought it was going to be hard. And you know, when we do hard things, fun stuff come out of it. So that is my hope for you, is that you're going to do amazing this month, because Black November is coming up. And I'm not talking about Black Friday. I'm talking about the entire month of November. Should be just as powerful as that 1 day or 2 days in Black Friday. Let's do Black November, so that you've got an amazing Christmas coming up, and you've got that extra money coming in, but you've got to start right now in August to get there, to build up, have those small conversations, get those people in with your upline, have those conversations, and get them moved over into customers, and then ask for referrals. So, y'all have an amazing day. See ya.